Hey, what's up, everyone? Hope everyone is doing good. Hope everything is great as always. Today, I want to talk about the subject, which is very, very important subject especially for small startup businesses, new businesses, small businesses, large organizations, whatever you want to call it. Now, today's topic is about basically costing. How do some agencies cost when it comes to designing a logo, and what are some of the, let's say, advice that I can give to companies or to business owners or new or entrepreneurs or new business owners, new entrepreneurs, to value the amount of money that they're going to pay for their new logo that they're going to create. Maybe it's not a new logo, but a rebranding of their previous logo to something new. Now, this is my opinion. Okay, this is my opinion. This is the way I think. This is the way I see things. Every person, every business owner, every designer, every brand strategist, every communication, let's say communication specialist, see things in a different way. The way I see it is totally different. This is based on my knowledge, 15 plus years experience in the branding industry, the books that I read, the people that I follow, so on and so forth. Now, let's cut to the chase. Um, Now, there are different types of clients. Okay, definitely there are clients who are new. There are clients uh, who are going to start a business that does not have a product or service, meaning does not have a product which is an actual product of that brand. Let me give you an example. So if you start a a supermarket, or let's say is a cold store, let's say for example. So the cold store just has a name, right? Let's call it Muhammad Awad groceries or supermarket or pharmacy, whatever you want to call it. But the product that I have inside are literally not my product. I haven't developed them. I have not created them. I have bought it from some other suppliers or some other companies. For example, Marai's, for example, KDD, for example, Cheetos and Lay's. These are not my products. I get these products and I sell them. How I'm different than everyone in the market is just my name, Muhammad Awad, cold store, grocery shop, whatever you want to call it. Um, then you have different companies, for example, Apple. Now, Apple is a name, is a brand name, but they have their own products, like the iPad made by Apple. Then you have um, uh, the iPhone made by Apple. So understand what I'm trying to say? So either you start a business that you create your own product, or you start a business that you provide other companies' products that you sell. Now, let's say that you are a company that started a cold store, for example, um, a small mini market, let's call it. How much would you pay for such a logo? To my point of view, to how I see it, it depends on where is your vision. If you are a small supermarket and you want to be big one, small mini market, let's say, and you want to be a huge supermarket like how Al Jazeera supermarket is, Al Usra supermarket is, Walmart is, then I would say you need to spend quite a good money on actually creating your brand, because then your brand will not only consist of, for example, only the logo and have it on the signboard, but your brand will be in the plastic bags. It could be in the paper bags. It will be in the uniform, because see, it's all about the vision. It's all about where you want to go in the near future. Understand what I'm trying to say? So if you are starting a cold store, a mini market, that you have the vision of having 100 locations in the coming 10 years or 20 years, 20 locations all around Bahrain or all around the region, then I advise to spend a little bit of money, something between, I don't know, 800 BD to 2000 BD, or 800 BD to 1500, so that you create a proper brand that will last you long, that will sustain, that you won't get bored, that has a meaning, that has a tone of voice, that has its positioning. But if you are a cold store, you're selling a cold store like the normal mini cold stores that you have in your town, for example, and and they're just there to do business. That's it. They don't have a vision, they don't have a mission, they don't know where they're going to reach in the near future. So then this is something that I would really spend 40, 50 BD, $100 to create just a logo, just a normal logo. Because some business, they just want to sustain a business. That's it. They just want to make money. So that's how I categorize things. Let me give you an example again. Let's say you are a company who have been in the market for 5 years. Okay, you did your logo with a freelance designer, which costed you, let's say, 100 BD or 50 dinars, which is in dollars, $100 or 150, or let's say $200. Now, after 5 years, your business grew. Now you want to expand. You want to recruit more team. You're going to create your own product, and now you want to rebrand. You want to create a new logo. Take your old logo and try to rebrand to make it something different. Over here, it's totally different game, because now your business has grown and your communication strategy is going to be different, because you're going to launch your new logo after 5 years. So what's going to happen over here? You are going to have your logo not only on the signboard, it's going to be on your stationaries, it's going to be on your maybe your employee's uniform, it's going to be on the email signature, it's going to be everywhere. So I would rather spend a little bit more, let's say, depending on an agency. I'm just giving you rough figures. Keep in mind, this is all rough figures. Sometimes you can get, if you're lucky, you can get really good designer, really good brand strategist for just 300-400 BD, if you're lucky enough. So what I'm trying to say is over here, when you do rebranding is what? Meaning, I created this logo, I had this logo for many years, now I want to rebrand it. Why I want to do rebranding? Because now my business has grown, I want to go to the next level. So it's not actually worth spending $100 on rebranding, because it doesn't make sense, because you are trying to go to the next level. And plus, think about it, if you want to do rebranding, you're going to invest so much money in actually producing your different applications, signboard, stationaries, uniform, online content, for example, social media templates, YouTube thumbnails, or whatever you want to call it, all these other stuff. And this is a big investment. So I would rather spend a really good money, find with someone really good who can take my brand from here to here. Then this new brand, the rebranding that I've done, the new logo that I've created, then it has a new tone of voice, it has a completely new strategy. I'm actually communicating to my target audience, to my customers. By the way, this is where we were and this is where we are going to be, because we care about you. Understand what I'm trying to say? Now let me give you another example also. Let's say Apple tomorrow, wants to do a rebranding, or let's say Google that has, I don't know, maybe 50,000 employees. No, I don't think so. No, maybe 200,000 employees approximately. I don't know. I'm just putting out the number over there. Okay, let's assume Google has 200,000 employees. Let's assume if Google needs to rebrand their logo, definitely it's not going to be $100 logo of rebranding, or it's going to be $100,000 logo. I would assume that it's going to be almost $1 million, $1.5 million. The reason is, you are not going to only going to rebrand your logo. You are going to have workshops. You are going to have a workshop with your management and with your team. You are going to do a survey with your customers all around the globe, wherever they are. You are going to you are going to work on a new strategy, a new branding strategy, your new tone of voice, your new vision. Maybe you're going to create a new vision. It's going to be the same vision, but maybe enhancing that, or maybe keeping the same vision but a new mission, for example. And then when the rebranding is done, the new logo is created, then you have to work on the complete application of that new brand all over your company. Not only the company, it's not only in the States, it's all around the world. Google is everywhere, in India and maybe in GCC, in Dubai, I guess, and USA and Europe. So all that is going to be communicated all over. So this is a quite huge project. that you're talking about. So again, my point of in this video is basically you need to understand your value and where you spend money. If you are opening a new clothing shop, which is not even brand, you bought these clothes from China and you're selling it, then I will find a logo which is cost $50, $100. Just I want to do a business. But if you are the designer and you are actually designing those clothes and you're manufacturing it, and you want to create a brand for your own, for example Zara or Mango or Marcus Spencer, so you want to be the new designer, then yes, then it makes sense for you to spend a little bit more to make your brand visible, to communicate to your target audience that the right message, the right tone of voice to your target audience. Understand what I'm trying to say? So instead of spending now $100, now you'll be spending, let's say, $1,500, $2,000, for example, which is around 1,200 dinar, 1,500, or let's say 800 BD, for example, Bahraini dinars. So you need to, costing of creating a logo should be, for example, let me give you an example. I have this other business that I work with my couple of partners, and I don't work closely in that business, but it's only for startups, only for new customers, okay? And this person came and said, listen, I want to create a logo. I want it within 2 days. I don't want anything fancy. I just want something really nice, something good, something that looks good. We're going to start a business, a factory, We were like, okay, cool. So what is the business all about? This is our business. I was like, so that's what they want. They just want something fast. They don't care about where they want to go, reach in the near future. Now what's going to happen? We sold them a $150 logo, $150. That's it, and with the stationery, letterhead, business card, envelope, and that's it. Now what's going to happen over here is that they like the logo. They bought the logo, and after, let's say, 3 years or 5 years, when their business really grows and they have a large number of employees and their products are all over GCC and the region, then it makes sense for them to do a rebranding and spend a little bit more money. For example, $10,000, let's say 3,000 dinar Bahraini, for example, or 2,000, because now their brand is quite big. Now it makes sense. So that's what I'm trying to say. So it all depends on, where do you want to take your brand next? Where do you want to take your product and service next? Who are you targeting? Are you a designer, or are you just a seller? Understand? Are you a manufacturer, or are you a wholesaler? Understand what I'm trying to say? So based on that, then you have to understand your value of where you want to, how much you are going to spend, and which agency or which designer you need to recruit based on what you're looking for. And hope that makes sense to everyone. Hope my message was clear. If you have any questions, please comment, write your questions, and I'll be more than happy, more than glad to answer you any question based on what you're looking for. All right, everyone, thank you very much. Share with this video, subscribe to my channel, and follow my social media. And thank you, everyone. Be safe and stay at home.